Hey y'all, welcome back to Nova Hill. This is Capobella and I'm here back with another pick a card. So I did a little mini spread earlier to see what type of collective reading I should do today. And collective, you got who is serious about you versus who is just bringing drama. Now we're going to dive deep to see these energies, their intentions, and what is hidden behind the scenes. And then this is a general reading. So if you feel like it resonates, you might want to go check out the extended below in the description for your selected pal. And if it doesn't resonate, then don't take it with you. Okay, my loves? So let's get into the pals, and please just take a couple of deep breaths and select your pal. Okay, y'all. So welcome to your POW selection. So you can find the timestamps inside of the description below. So we're going to start with POW 1. POW 1, you have legal, okay, which is lawyers, court, and paperwork. So check the description below for your timestamp POW 1, legal. Now, POW 2, you have harmony. POW 2, balance, peace, and happiness, harmony. Go to your timestamp. POW 3, you have soulmate, twin flames, friendship, and romantic partner. All right, and I will see you guys at your selected POW. Remember, POW 1, legal, POW 2, harmony, POW 3, soulmate. See you there. All right, pile one. Welcome to your pile. You have legal, which is lawyers, court, and paperwork. So we're going to see what that is all about. I'm going to place the card here to give it some space. Okay, I hope you guys can see it. But yeah, let's see what's more of this vibe because we want to see, who is serious about you or who's just bringing drama in your life. So we're going to find out today. Okay, so let's see. Pile one. Can we get more on pile one? Okay, one more. You wanted to get two more, but I'm going to take the one that showed, okay? All right, so it looks like somebody you might be divorcing from, you're probably cutting ties, and they probably miss you. Somebody that you no longer is with, maybe you had to deal with some paperwork between them. Like I said, you could be getting a divorce at this time because we have cutting ties here, which is freedom, standing up, and awakening. You probably realize that this relationship is no longer for you and they are probably missing you at this time. They want a reunion, they want to talk, they want to, you know, like basically they want to reconnect and explain their side of the story. So I'm going to get more into this with the regular tarot. We're going to do past, present, and future. What is the past reasoning behind this? What is the past reason for pile one? Ooh, okay. Maybe a third party. What is the present for pile one? Okay, maybe juggling people or juggling situations and future outcome. Empress, you are in your element, period. Okay, pile one. So let's see. Let's go back to past. What is the three of cups for pile one? Let me pass. What is the three of cups? Okay, one more. Thank you. Maybe you want to start something new with somebody. Hold on, y'all. Let me get all of them. Okay, and what is the present for pile one? Two for pile one. For the two of pentacles, what are they juggling? Okay, one more. Thank you. And future outcome, Empress for pile one. Okay, we got a couple. Gotcha, pile one. Okay. Pile one, you could be very intuitive at this time. Listen to your intuition. Or maybe let me put it this way, because I'm going to turn it around. Yeah, you could be very intuitive, psychic. Listen to your intuition at this time. You're very on point. You're in your higher self right now. Okay, so I'm very proud of you. You might have a dog. You might be having a conflict with somebody because I hear a dog fight outside, y'all. Y'all know I live in the middle of New York. It's gonna get loud, okay? So let me adjust these cards a little bit so you guys can kind of see it. It's a little small table, but we're gonna do it, okay? So for your past spread right here, you have the Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Three of Cups reversed, the Ace of Cups, and the Justice in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is that maybe you tried to do new love, but it just didn't work out for you, whatever this relationship was. Maybe they were partying too hard. Maybe you isolated yourself from partying too hard. I'm hearing somebody who's drinking a lot. Maybe it was unfair. You wanted to start a blossoming new love, but it just didn't go in your favor. So that's why we have the past here. That's what happened in this past. You probably cut this person off. And in the present, I see that you're juggling a lot, right? So juggling from the aftermath of things not going out right. Your dreams didn't come out right, especially when it came to this relationship. Maybe this person, shattered your dreams of having a happy family, a marriage, and probably made you a little insecure. So now you're building your looks, you're going to the gym. I'm hearing somebody just dyed their hair, maybe. Somebody likes red a lot, which is crazy because I just dye my hair and going to the gym a lot. So I could be talking about me a little bit here too. But whoever this is, you are juggling a lot right now because your dreams didn't come true. And so now you're trying to, let's say, compensate for that missed out goal, for that missed out wish. And it's going to work out because I see here with the future spread, you have the Empress. So you're going to be totally in your element. All of that juggling, priorities, people, whatever it is that you're juggling is going to be all worth it because you do have the Empress here. And when I clarify the Empress, it's with the Three of Wands reverse, the Ace of Pentacles reverse, and the Three of Swords. So this is after a major heartbreak of missing probably financial opportunities because of this relationship, travel opportunities, just big dreams that you had planned while you were in this relationship and maybe with this partner that you missed out on. And it caused a lot of heartbreak, a lot of strife. It probably, temporarily made you without funds, okay? Because I don't use that B word, that BROKE, and you shouldn't either moving forward. That's what I'm hearing. So you're recovering from all of this pain here and it's bringing you right into your element. So that is why you are cutting ties while this person is missing you, okay? And I'm feeling like you don't care. You don't give a damn because you've been doing everything by yourself, unfortunately, and that person wants you to do everything by yourself. That person wants you to have all these big dreams and goals, but not even support you in it or not even help you. Like I'm hearing somebody telling you to be realistic, but your reality is to be this big dreamer, this person that makes all their big dreams come true. They just can't level up to what you have going on, okay? So maybe they just want to come in and bring drama. That's what I'm hearing. All right, I'm hearing that they're here to bring the drama, all right? So let's go into the Romance Angels deck and see what we have there. So this is basically going to give you an insight about your love life. So what do we have for pile one? We have pile one. One more. Thank you. All right. So you have unrequited love. There's not enough love. I'm sorry, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. And I feel like you really do want this relationship to work out, but it's just you deserve somebody so much better that's going to support you so much better. Probably even provide for you better and not just think about like partying all the time and like somebody with, in a sense, dreamers that can be grounded, okay? Not just, oh, let's be realistic. Like they understand the reality is what they dream of. Okay, you need a person like that, but also stable and grounded and, provide and exceed your expectations. Not this person that just wants to keep holding on to you, okay? And it says engagement. Your love life is extending to a higher level of commitment. So once you release that person that you're cutting ties with and become the Empress, you got an engagement coming, okay? You got a whole nother phase of your love life coming that you're not even going to expect to come, okay? So I need you to start expecting it once you cut that person off. All right. Sometimes we need to manifest the love and not the person, okay? Because God's going to give you what you truly deserve in forms you may not know. All right. Then we're going to go to Confessions of a Soulmate. Let's see what the person on your mind is wanting to say to you. For pile one. Wow. You seen that? Okay, so the first one we have is changing. I am working hard to change, to face up all that I have been avoiding for so long. I know I need to do more, but I feel so exhausted and tired. Your love is inspiring me to make the necessary changes in my life. This could be that person. They probably want to change but don't know how to. And then I have afraid. That's funny because I have the same little eye mask. So maybe you need to do a spa day, okay? It says, I am afraid to let you down once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you, so I am avoiding you. I have to overcome this in myself as you see me before coming forward ready. Okay? They want to reconcile because they're planning on changing, but we're going to check that outcome to see if it's worth reconciling or if you need to move on. What I'm getting from the cards so far is that you need to cut ties with that person, do the paperwork, whatever you got to do, and move forward to a higher level of love. All right, somebody who's serious about you. What's the outcome for this person to reconcile with? Ooh, too many cards, y'all. Hold on. What's the outcome for a pile one to see if they need to reconcile with that person? Somebody mother might be involved. Mm, maybe you guys were going to get married. Okay, one more. Is it worth reconciling with this person? Thinking about you. All right, so maybe you guys were planning. Okay, look it's at the bottom of the deck. You got bad health. I don't think it's worth reconciling with this person because it's unrequited love. You see, you got the lovers in reverse. You got mature woman, so that could be either who I'm talking to at this time, mature feminine, or it could be somebody's mother is involved in a relationship, telling somebody to go handle their paperwork to get a divorce, probably convincing somebody to get a divorce because the love is not enough. Okay, there's something unrequited about the love. All right, and we're gonna find out in an extended. Maybe you guys are married or going to get married, or like I said, getting a divorce. The person is thinking about you heavy, but I don't think it's worth reconciling. So we're gonna dive deeper into this in the extended. I'm just gonna give you one card of advice before we go. What's the advice for pile one moving forward? Give me one card for the advice moving forward for pile one. Ooh. Is there any advice for pile one? Thank you. All right, you got Mott number 13, truth and fairness. So let me look that up real quick for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna just read it. It says, Goddess of harmony, justice, and truth, she is depicted as a young woman with wings and holding the scepter of power, a symbol of eternal life. She wears an ostrich feather on her head, a symbol of lightness. Mott also represents universal order. All existence move on the basis of the principle of justice, interpreted as law that must be observed. It is time for recovery and restoration. You may receive rewards for certain right actions, but also punishments and consequences for the wrong ones. Remember that happiness can only be achieved through fairness, righteousness, and moderation. All right, I'm going to say this. If anybody has cheated in this relationship or has like done something like stole any money without their partner knowing, talked to other people, something deceitful, okay? Did them wrong. Just know justice is coming for this person. You got the justice card in reverse earlier, so think about, karma, cause and effect. I don't know if this is you or the person you were dealing with, the person that you're married to, or whatever the case is, or getting married to, but justice is coming for that bond. All right. So, it's a universal law. It has to come through in order to get to the other side, either for the person to learn a lesson or for the other person to learn a lesson, okay? So this is what I have for you guys. In the extended, I will pull more of the Egyptian cards to give you more advice, what kind of rituals that you can do to help you move forward in this situation, any hidden spiritual reasons. Then we're going to clarify a little bit more with the tarot for the outcome, how they're going to act in the next 30 to 60 days, and then a couple of, messages unfiltered that may come up that you don't know. All right. So I'll see you guys then. And if I don't, I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pal two. All right, so we're back in full effect. I got some instant powder everywhere, but we're here, okay? And your card was Harmony, which is balance, peace, and happiness. And we are going to, you might hear Luna, my cat. So you might have a cat. Probably gonna be around crying because she's been crying since I was shuffling the cards up for you guys. So let's see what else we have, okay? So we're gonna see if this person is serious about you or they're just bringing in drama. So since you got the harmony card, I see it might be serious. They might be serious about you, okay? About bringing peace and joy and happiness. But let's see what else we can see within the cards, okay? So what else we have for pal 2? Are they serious or are they about drama? The person, well, you got 3. I'll take it. Ooh, child. All right. It might be some drama. It might be some drama. So, what we have to clarify this harmony, which is balance, peace, and happiness, is indeed antisocial. I could be talking to a masculine here. It says, in your feelings, silent treatment left out. You could be, not talking to somebody at this time. You could have them blocked at this time. Let's move forward. You have exhausted, burnt out, burdened, and empty. And I hope you guys can hear me because I had to turn the AC up because it was a little too hot up in her. But yeah, right now, I feel like you guys are feeling drained. I don't know. Maybe this is what you're asking for, is some harmony and peace. You also have apology. And look at the cat. Didn't I just say Luna was meowing right before I got started with y'all reading? She was asleep the whole pile 1. Okay. Pile 2, she out here making noise. So this is apology. And it says arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. So this is probably somebody you are not speaking to at this time to give you yourself some harmony, some peace. This person is probably just annoying the heck out of you and you're exhausted from it and you do not want to talk to them and they probably want to apologize to you, but it's not giving full peace, right? It's not giving a full apology or something. So we're gonna go furthermore with the details. We're going to use the regular tarot and we're going to see the past, present, and future of these circumstances and see what's going on. So, what's the past card for pile 2 about this person? Too many cards, Spirit. Pile 2. Perfect. Okay. Ace of Cups. Okay. That's a really good card, but we're going to see why we have all of these actions over here. Let's see what's the present. You guys got 2 cards. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. And future for pile 2. All right. So you have the Ace of Cups. Maybe you had started a new relationship, was open to love at this point in the past. Something you probably was dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe it was like abundance of love here. But we gonna find out what shifted this energy because I don't understand what, like, why do you have, if it's all these good things, why is it antisocial, exhausted, and apology, right? So what was the Ace of Cups in the past? Oh, that came just right out. Y'all seen that? Too many cards. One more. Thank you. Ooh. Actually, you could have been dealing with an earth sign. Could have been an earth sign as well. Well, it's earth and water, okay? So either goes. You could be a water sign or earth sign, or they could possibly be. And yeah, that's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So whoever in your past that you started a new love, a new relationship with, they probably was a great provider, but you couldn't keep them stable for nothing. Probably stable in the sense of security and safety, but something about this connection wasn't your plan or it wasn't the dream that you got the wish, you got the person that you wanted, but it wasn't the dream that you wanted. Okay? Something shifted, all right? Something that you was your American dream was shattered, all right? And I'm hearing whatever I say goes from this person. And you wasn't feeling that. You was not feeling that. Okay, so let's see. Your present energy at this time is some familiarity. Probably somebody from the past that you're dealing with or talking to. Somebody is probably mentoring you that you've known for some time, and things are changing. So a cycle is changing. The cycle has shifted. Maybe you're starting something new with somebody familiar or going back to your old childhood home, moving back home. But something in fate has shifted. What is this? Can I get more energy for this for pile two? Clarification. Okay, so many cards. Let's do one at a time, please. What is the Wheel of Fortune? The Six of Cups. Six of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. All right. Yeah, something about your childhood here. Maybe you're fulfilling something that your inner child wanted. Maybe like you're dealing with somebody you had a crush on as a child. I see children here, but not as if somebody is having a baby or something like that. You could possibly already have children, but I don't see somebody pregnant. I see somebody like something about their childhood, their parents, their inner child is helping them change the fate of their lives and like kind of closing out this past cycle of probably of what it means to be a parent. Like I said, it is like you already, if you have kids, it's helping you become a better parent, whatever this present energy is. Maybe of you being self-sufficient, being a role model to your kids, which you probably didn't have, or getting out of poverty, right? Making sure your kids is not in poverty, which your parents probably had you in poverty or didn't teach you about finances. It's something that is from your past, a problem from your past. You are healing right now in the present time for you and or your children. Okay, so good job, pal two. That's amazing. Not everybody can do that. All right, and then what's the future outcome? We have the three of wands, so it might be some travel, you might be moving forward, and a plan that you came up with, something that you thought of, or something that you built, you are now moving forward on it, or maybe a project. Let's see what it is. And I'm hearing it's like you're being naive about it in a sense of like you don't know what's about to happen. Even though you planned it, it's like it's so random that you're just gonna go for it. Okay. Moving forward. It could be moving forward away from something that was holding you back, maybe a job. Okay. And now you're celebrating moving forward from that job. Maybe you're becoming a boss. Be careful not to be too controlling and obsessive when it comes to the success of this business. If you are moving forward in a business at this time, okay. What else is this? Future outcome for how to? Just gonna get a little bit more. Yeah, keep your emotions in check. You have nothing to fear. That's why you're just going for whatever you're moving forward to. It's not telling me exactly what it is, so it could be different for everybody, but it's something that you will be celebrating. Let me try to get the cards in the camera. It's something that you will be celebrating, okay, with your friends and family. And it's because you're in alignment at this time and you're not afraid of nothing, which you should never be afraid of anything. Okay. I'm hearing somebody saying, I'm not afraid of anything but God, period. Okay. So, yeah, you need to take the leap and jump because it's going to be very successful. Okay. Just be careful of not being too controlling over it because I know you're going to probably do this by yourself, but when you need help, ask for it. Okay. And be careful not to control the people that you are asking for help. All right. Like I'm hearing if I wanted to get it done right, I should have did it myself. but you can be a leader without being a tyrant. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. So take the leap. It's going to be successful as long as you keep your alignment in check and your emotions in check and make it about business. But just be careful not to get in your head about this. Okay. Don't become the person that you got away from. Okay. The successful provider energy that emotionally wasn't aware, do not become that person. Like hurt people, don't do that. All right? You are better than that. You are joyful. You are in an alignment. You don't fear anything. And you will be moving forward with all the dreams and goals that you have planned. All right. So let's see if you have some new love coming in the way because I didn't see anything about new love in your life in that spread. That got a little much there. So let's see what else is with this harmony, okay? What else is bringing you harmony at this time? Okay. Let's see. Let's check the romance angels to see if anybody new is coming in or what's going to bring you harmony. And let's see. All right. It says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, which is probably why you're in that present like energy of you healing your inner child, right? You're probably already doing this. I'm seeing you're freeing yourself, you're taking back control of your life. But also, that's probably why that emperor energy came up in reverse because it's somebody that's controlling. And yes, you are taking back the power in your life, but you have to be careful, right? Too much of something is never a good thing, whether it's on the positive side or negative side, okay? It doesn't matter. You can take control of your life without being like a destroyer of emotions, a destroyer of, lights. You don't need to go the dark path that it'll take you to be obsessive and over controlling and thinking you're playing God. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it's something that I have to tell you, I guess. So yes, free yourself from whatever's holding you back and take control of the power in your life without being obsessive. Now, the next thing that'll bring you harmony is to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So if you are seeing somebody at this time, you can go on a retreat with them. Maybe it's like, in a sense, like a honeymoon or vacation, right? Or if you are single, take a retreat. Treat yourself to something that is going to be like a honeymoon or vacation, okay? It's time to relax in peace. You might be going on a retreat, and that's where you're finding the harmony and peace and happiness at. I'm hearing like a spiritual retreat, a yoga retreat, something out of the country, Costa Rica. Let me know if that resonate. Put in the comments, okay? And reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay. Whatever you say, this is just what the cards say, okay? So it's up to you whether you want to, if that's peace, harmony, and balance to you. So regardless, they're going to try to reconcile in your life. Honestly, y'all, they always come back. And it's up to you whether you want to keep that or not. So let's see what this reconciliation is. I'm going to keep this card here. Let's see what that reconciliation is. If you should reconcile with this person or should you. Matter of fact, let's see what they want to say, right? Before you even decide if you want to reconcile with them, let's see what they want to say. I already shuffled these cards, but I'm just shuffling it again because I forgot. For pile two, what does the person that want to reconcile wants to say to pile two? What do they want to say to pile two? Okay, one more, please. For pile, thank you. Well, whatever it is, y'all gonna get some flowers. They're gonna give you some flowers. Are you gonna be receiving flowers? Or you gonna be buying yourself flowers? Because this flower is all through these cards. So it says opening up. I am getting ready to say what's in my heart. I know that this is love. It's true, unconditional, and everlasting kind of love. I want you to know I am trying to open up, but it's so hard for me to put my feelings for you into words. But I know I have to do this, and you need to hear them. They are not about to play with you. I don't know. It could be that King of Pentacles. I don't know. Sound a little forceful to me. No, I'm not gonna be a negative Nancy. They definitely they want to come back and speak to you. I feel like they have a lot of emotions for you. This one says wait, okay, and it says I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel for you. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. It's time. I know it's taking me a while. I do know what you need, and I want to do this right. Please wait for me. I will do things right between us when I come forward to you. This is probably why, all right, let me put it all together. This is probably why you're not talking to this person. This is that King of Pentacles. That King of Pentacles with the new love and shattered dreams. All right, so now I'm seeing a story here. I'm seeing that this person, you wanted to have a new love with them, but they were so much into their own stuff, like being a provider and safety and worried about their own businesses. And we got to think of the King of Pentacles like this. The King of Pentacles, great person, but also because they have everything, they have a lot of, let's say, entertainers around them. They have a lot of options because they have so much. They're very abundant. So they might have an abundant of options, okay? And sometimes, even though they're stable and secured, that doesn't always mean stable within the relationship, okay? So maybe starting this new, venture of love with them that you were so happy for and maybe thought this could be your dream partner, they probably was taking too long to step up to be that partner, and they got feelings for you, but by the time they got not by the time they have feelings for you, by the time they're ready to be that person, you're already like about to slip away out of their life, I'm seeing. And I see this person has a lot of emotions for you, so maybe it is worth to speak to them. We about to find out. We about to find out, but just know they're coming back with a bouquet of flowers or some type of gift, some small gesture to really show that they do care about you, that they do love you. I feel like for some reason, when I was about to say that, I felt scared to say love, but like it's love. It's in a sense of they're afraid to tell you that they love you. They probably not used to saying I love you to people. Let's just get to the outcome because I'm channeling a little too much. Channeling a little too much. Okay. Now, for this, let's see the outcome if you do reconcile with them. Okay. If you do hear them out, let's see. Am I lagging? Okay. Let's see what's the outcome if you do reconcile with this person. What's the outcome for Pal 2 when it comes to this person? Ooh, what's the outcome? Y'all probably have kids together or something with that inner child. I told y'all I saw kids in that spread. Okay. Thank God that wasn't a candle. It landed right on top of that little incense thing holder, candle holder. Okay, thank you. That's it. Ooh, you got great fortune at the bottom of the deck. All right, pal two. I see you. I could be talking to a feminine here. So let me try to get these cards into frame for you guys. You know what else I'm seeing? Maybe you wanted to have a baby with this person and it wasn't ready. Okay, and that's probably why you're like, all right, then I'm gonna keep it pushing with somebody who wants to have a baby. Hmm. That could be something else too. Oops. All right. So you have child. You have coffin in reverse, imprisonment in reverse, courthouse, main female, mature woman, great fortune. You might want to go look at Pile 1 because they had some similar cards in their deck. I remember they had courthouse, they had mature woman, as if somebody's like in their pal, it was more of their somebody's mother in the dynamic, right? Because mature woman could be yourself, like a mature feminine, but in their pal, she came up as like a mother. So this could also be you because it's right next to main female. So you could be a mother, or your mother is in this dynamic here. But we also have child, right? So you could be a mother. Um, Something is releasing, something you felt trapped from. Maybe you put this person on child support. Maybe, I don't know, that's probably why they want to come back and talk to you. What is this? What is this? Okay. Something about the family dynamic they want to talk to you about. This could be, yeah, it could be your child's father. Maybe he wants to work on his relationship. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're ending the child supports because you guys are back together. I see this person as a provider, so I don't see that they are like some deadbeat, you know? It's more of they want to come back and love you. So it's not really a yes or no for you. So you all right, let's get into it a little bit more. Should Pal 2 reconcile with this person? Show me if they should reconcile with this person, the outcome. Okay. I'll say this. Things may be turning in your favor and you are already expecting it. So it's not much that I can say here. I'm gonna probably go into this more in the extended. Okay, so if this resonates with you, make sure you go in that description after I'm done with your pal to go to the extended to see what this is truly about. But I'm seeing things going in your favor. So the next card I'm gonna use is the Egyptian gods to just give you a little advice about this. This is going to be your last card for this reading. If this resonate and you want to see the aftermath, more advice, any spiritual practices that you can add to the intention that you want to have with this person or new person moving forward, then click that extended in my link, okay? But let's see what is the final advice for Pal 2 here in this reading about this situation. What advice would you give or thank you for Pal 2? You have Horus, number 9, stability and equilibrium. All right. You need to have some type of balance. All right. So let me just read what the card says. Also, let me check the numbers here real quick before I read the card. You could be 23, 29, 26, or that could be your birthday. We have 18, 19, 2, 6, and 1 here, which could be also birthdays or your child birthday age or something like that. Something to do with that. Ages and birthdays, okay? So back to Horus, the advice you need for your pal. Number 9. Okay. Horus, stability and equilibrium. He is represented as a hawk or a hawk-headed man. His name means the distant one, the falcon, with its majestic soaring and swooping in the sky. During confrontation with the god Seth, Horus lost his left eye, which was then healed by the god Thoth. I'm very immature. The word thought. I don't know why they made that word into that. Anyway, it says he embodies universal order and harmony. Put your trust in the god Horus because everything will turn out fine. As with the albeit painful loss of false friends. On a physical plane, you will be wrapped in harmony. Oh my freaking gosh. Do y'all hear that? You will be wrapped in harmony. Oh, that is, sometimes the cards be freaking me out. I ain't gonna lie. But let's continue. It says his presence advises you to show more awareness in the way that you pay attention to your life. He helps you transform all things from inferior to superior level. All right. So what I'm hearing right now, not just the description of the card, but it's more like I hear that you might be an alchemist or somebody that knows how to turn pain into power. Now, you probably are in the midst of doing that, but with this advice saying, your spirit guides are here to upgrade that spiritual power, right? That pain into power. You might be doing it on a small scale. They're going to help you do it in a greater scale. So whatever you're going through at this time, you might be expecting something to happen. Something is going to be better than what you expect. And what that is coming is the great fortune, is the high honor. Okay? That great fortune, and it's going to be out of this world, whether that's in love and finances, whatever that you're moving forward onto, okay? Could be a relationship, could be a business, is going to be bigger than expected. All right. So if that resonates with you guys, you go to the extended below. If you don't want to go to the extended below, I will see you guys in the next reading, and I hope you take care, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Well, hello, Power 3. Guess what just happened? I was cleansing my hands with some Florida water. Okay, this is the lavender Florida water, and it spilled all over this cloth. So that was supposed to happen for a reason. So I don't know if y'all need to do some spiritual cleaning at this time. Need to do some laundry and wash your clothes because this is about to go in the laundry once I'm done with y'all reading and y'all extended. So the card that you guys got was soulmate, twin flame, friendship, and romantic partner. This is such a pretty card. It reminds me of like a date on the beach or a picnic date, but I'm getting like date on the beach. You might live around like some type of marsh or something. Yeah, like I'm seeing a lot of green fields and stuff. All right, and sand and water. So let's see. Hopefully, this wet spot does not damage my cards, but let's get into it because I don't want to skimp out when y'all reading, okay? So let me see if this person, it seemed like, yeah, you mentioned soulmate. So it's clear to say this person is serious about you and not bringing drama. So let's just get a little bit more detail within what's going on in your love life at this time. Any advice? So what else is the vibe for too many cards for Power 3? Okay. All right. And that is it. Okay, period. So with that, with the soulmate card, you guys got, I gotta be careful. You guys got hopeful, inspired, optimistic, success. And look, it's like the same little lights that's in this picture, and it's one like it looks like I don't know where you guys live, by the beach, but that's awesome to live by the beach. Okay, or some type of like marsh or what do you call that? Like New Orleans, what do you call that? Not a bayou, but it's like you know what I'm trying to get at, a swamp. You guys probably live by a swamp. Okay, Shrek and Fiona might be resonating with y'all. I don't know, the Shrek movie. But yeah, hopeful, okay? And then you also have shattered, broken, nightmares, and failure. You also have family, blood ties, and inner circle for some reason. I don't know if you guys do magic, but for some reason, when it came to family, your ancestors probably got like some strong spiritual powers. Probably come from a bloodline full of like, I don't want to say the word witches, but I would say spiritual practitioners. Very strong. I don't know who I'm talking to, but that's very significant for you guys. Maybe you need to tap into that energy. Now, I wonder why Shattered is here when we have all these great cards. Well, right off the back, just know this person don't play about you. This person is very, you could be this person as well, but whoever your partner is very hopeful that maybe things will turn out right in your family because y'all are soulmates. And you're probably feeling this way too. Okay. So let's see what is this energy here. I'm going to go with the tarot, the regular tarot. We're going to do past, present, and future to see what this is about. So what is the past for pile 3? They just want to tell y'all all of this stuff. One card at a time, please. For pile 3. What is the past for pile 3? Pile 3. I'll take these two. All right. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. What is the present for pile 3? Or dealing with a fire sign? What is the present energy for pile 3? Okay. And what is the future for pile 3? Okay. Uh, I'm kind of confused on how this. All right. How you want it, Spirit? We'll take it because that's what it came up in the first place. Okay. So the past you have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Why is that? Clarify with two cards. I feel like that's very significant. If you're meant to come out, come back out, but that was way too many cards. Just give me two. One more. Thank you. And this was definitely under that King of Cups that came out earlier. Okay. What is the present? Give me two for star. Pile 3. Thank you. And Ten of Pentacles reverse for future. One more. One more, please. Thank you. All right. Whatever is going on, you got some type of obsession or some, like, I don't know. I don't know what this is, y'all. What is this? You tell me. We're gonna find out because we're reading the cards anyway. But this could be a part of that shattered energy here. So yeah, the end of the deck you have the Devil, which means soul ties, taboos, obsessions, stuff that's not good for you, attachments, just it's passionate, it's sexual, yes, but also it could be, not good for you, right? So we're gonna dive in a little bit more. So for your past, you got the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Before I start reading, I'm just hearing sex, 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 sex. Don't know what that's about, but like I said, you got the Devil in the bottom of the deck, so that could be significant. Let's see. Oh no, somebody's also obsessed with you. Okay, let me know if this resonates so far in the comments, okay? So, what I'm seeing here, you have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Justice reverse. And okay, whatever this is, it was a new start, probably something sexual and passionate between you. And at the same time, you probably was on your high value ish. Like you probably was keeping your guard up. And for some reason, things didn't go in your favor and still gave, like, I don't know, something still went down the hill because the Nine of Swords is just basically the shattered card, right? Broken, nightmares, and failure. Somebody in sorrow, depression, having nightmares. You see they're in their bed. Somebody is not sleeping well at night. I don't know if this is you or the person you're dealing with. It could be the person you're dealing with wanted to have a sexual relationship with you, but since you were so closed off and guarded about that, they just feel like things is not fair, not going their way, and now they're depressed about it. I mean, it's kind of weird because it's like it's just sex. But, I'm gonna say how men are, doesn't matter what gender you are, but usually masculines are like when they're sexually deprived, this is their energy here. You get what I'm saying? So that could bring on this energy here. Maybe you're making them obsessive because you wasn't trying to give them none. I don't know, but they got into this deep depression. Maybe something happened where you didn't want to give them none. That's why you regard it. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing, y'all. That's what I'm seeing. The past spread. Now we're looking at the present spread. So you have the star, which is you pouring into your own cup and healing and doing everything that you're supposed to do for yourself. Your spiritual alignment is coming into fruition. Okay. You could be dealing more in the spiritual matters at this time with yourself and in your inner lights, talking to God, talking to the universe, planting seeds, pouring into yourself. This is after a time period and not giving a damn about what anybody say about you, your body, and anything else about you. You're being you and you have no shame in your game. And this could be after a period of not being in alignment. Maybe somebody drinks wine. Somebody probably was like a hard liquor drinker and was drinking too much and started to chill and pull back and started drinking wine every once in a while. Like you can't even drink hard liquor no more, I'm hearing. I'm seeing heavy Sagittarius in here. Heavy Sagittarius, heavy Leo. Okay. And so, yeah, this could be after a period of not being in alignment with yourself, with your emotions, not being the angel that you are supposed to be. Okay. Having false starts, I'm hearing false beginnings. Maybe you thought you were doing something right, but now it's like you're actually doing right. You're actually starting a new beginning that actually counts. And that counts as healing yourself. You're having a real new beginning, okay? Because you have done the work and you have healed instead of taking a leap and doing whatever and taking the risk and making bad decisions. Maybe that guarded energy, probably you were a person that was, very passionate and sexual. And probably now that you have guarded yourself from just, let's say, for example, somebody that's eager to have sex all the time, right? And sex on, let's say the first, I shouldn't say that word on YouTube. I don't know if I can. I got to look at the rules on YouTube. This is new for me again. But say somebody that wanted to get down and dirty on a first date they going on, right? Maybe you were down for that. And now as you elevate, you realize that that creates soul ties and attachments and all this other spiritual stuff that, linger onto you, right? Maybe you know that now and have been guarded. You guard yourself from doing stuff like that. You can only allow people that is of high value that resonate with your alignment to only get in, right? And so now that you know that spiritual tip is like now you ain't just going to be sleeping with anybody. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going to be giving to anybody that is not on your plan for this soulmate or hopefulness or family. That's for somebody single that I'm talking to. It could resonate in both ways, whether you're in a relationship or not, but it's something about guarding and protecting yourself from just having sex and not building a real relationship or not building real personal value, right? Which is that healing of yourself. It's going to heal you to hold yourself guarded from these things. It's bringing you into your true power. You could be a star I'm talking to. You could be a celebrity as well. But same thing, like star, celebrity. You could be a celebrity, okay? And if you hear, let's go to my assistant and send me a couple dollars, okay? But I'm hearing that you're healing yourself from this past, just surface level of passion. Okay, the true passion is within healing yourself. Okay, healing that sacral chakra, not giving it away all the time, holding that power within yourself, because the sacral chakra is creativity building up. So the more you hold that sexual energy in and alchemize it into different creative areas in your life, that builds your magic even more and more, that builds your healing even more and more. And yeah, it builds, from what I'm seeing, is building your stardom. even more and more if you are on that, trying to be famous and stuff like that, or already is famous, okay? Now, the future outcome that I do see for this is something not being longevity. It could be with a fire sign if you are not one, something that you are having clarity about. It's like something, maybe you're hold on, give me a second, y'all. For sure is something that you probably invested in or don't see no investment in. Okay, something that you don't see an investment in. It could be a fire sign, or you could be that fire sign in your power. Now you're seeing that you've been wasting your time investing into something that is not longevity for you. Okay, if you're single, it's I feel like if you're single, this is your dream goals. That hopeful soulmate family, right? So if you're single, this might be your dream. Let me put the cards here. This might be your dream, right? Of having a soulmate and building a family, being hopeful, like you're manifesting this. But with your future outcome, because you're regarding yourself from sex and healing yourself, right? With that star card, you are now not investing into things that are not investing into this dream of yours, which is the soulmate, the family, the hopefulness. Okay. You're not going to be pouring, you're not going to be sexing people that don't have these same goals and dreams. And that could be, like I said, a fire sign, or you can be confidently in your power when this happens. Okay. Because you're still in the healing mode of this and still learning a lot, but it's like you're learning, but you already know it. I remember one time I was watching, if you guys know Shara Seven, she said something in one of her like occult, like what do you call that? Like one of her occult videos, and was like, the one thing that you can do, I'm gonna give you a free spiritual tip on what she shared with me, is that you can place your hand on a book you want to read and tell yourself, I already know this entire book. I'm just reading it as a refresher, right? And that will help you understand the book more as if you already know everything in it. So that's where you are at now. That's why I'm saying this, because it's like you are learning all of these spiritual laws, all of these techniques when it comes to fame, if that's where your realm is. Whatever you are building and healing for yourself and pouring into yourself in, you could be doing pottery classes and never took a class before and find out you're really good at it because you already know what you're doing, but you never took a class or didn't know anything about pottery before. Take an example is that, right? That you are already an expert on this. Okay. Even though you're still in like sense of a student. Okay. So you could be confidently in the future, confidently in your power when you're at the space like you understand, I know what I know. And it's the truth for me. And I'm confident in it. Okay. And I have a lot of wisdom in this. And you could be getting up from just, not having clarity, not listening to your intuition, from taking a break and trying to decide what's right for you. You will be getting up from that and knowing what to do and moving forward. And that's is also not investing in things that are not for you. Okay. So that's what I have for your past, present, and future spread. Now let's move forward for pile 3. What deck are we using next? We're going to use the Romance Angels to get back into the love portion, because that could have been love too, but I feel like it explains more when we do the tarot. And we're going to move this to the side. All right. So when it comes to your love life, right? What does this have to do with your love life? For pile 3, what does this have to do with your love life? Okay. So you have honeymoon. It says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So where this is recorded August 16th, so the next holiday I believe is Labor Day. Okay, so you might see the soulmate sometime around Labor Day, but this is a timeless reading. So just think about whenever you see this, when is the next holiday? So you might be spending time with that soulmate or meeting that soulmate at this time. And then it says, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I think PAL 2 got this as well. So if you want to check out PAL 2, you definitely can, because I think they have the same card as well. So you need to be clear on what you're trying to manifest in your life, which is possibly that soulmate and that family. Okay. Let me get one more card for y'all. For PAL 3, PAL 3, I need to drink more water because I'm feeling very thirsty right now. Okay. And it says, this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. All right, y'all. There goes your soulmate. Okay. So now we're going to see what this soulmate wants to say to you. What does the soulmate want to say to Paltry? And if you don't know who the soulmate is or never met them, what is the person on Pal 3 mind want to say to them? For Pal 3, what do they want to say to Pal 3? Ooh, Pal 3. There is heavy love in this pal because look, you see the cards already? And then look at the bottom of the deck. It says hold me. And it's like an old couple. It's like they like, is given like they've been together for years, for decades. Okay. So I'm gonna count that in because this card you could have tattoos. Okay, if you're a feminine. All right. It says twin flame signs. It's like they're at their wedding. Okay, dancing at their wedding. And it says, as your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. There is a connection between us that cannot be denied. We have to work on ourselves to be together. Look out for the signs, my love. It is me sending you. Listen, I'm reading for real love right now, okay? So you guys might want to go to Pal 2 because they had, their spread was about love too, but in a sense of them having to work on some things, okay? So let's see. We have thinking, okay? And it says, I am thinking about you at this moment. The thought of you never leave my mind, no matter where I go. The songs I am hearing reminds me of you. It makes me more vulnerable and think about you even more. You guys might be connecting with music. And then let me read the bottom of the deck. It says, hold me. It says, things are not right in my world, and I am longing for your embrace today. Please send me your love so that I know everything will be okay. So this person is probably going through something, okay? And yeah, I'm getting that from that shattered card where it was like nightmares, that Nine of Swords energy. They're probably going through something at this time. So that could be why that card had popped up. So now we're going to look at the outcome of this. Let's see. A quick outcome for Pile 3 when it comes to this, them and their soulmate. Or any other details for Pile 3. How many cards is this? We'll take it. Okay. Pile 3. Pile 3. Okay. And one more for Pile 3. Thank you. Okay. Pile 2 also got wealthy man. All right. And they got expectation. So let me just see what's going on here. This person is obsessively thinking about you. Maybe you guys are in, I'm not hearing you two are in a bad state. I'm hearing this person is in a bad state in their life and their health and their mental state and whatever they're going through. They're having a tough time and they're thinking about you all the time. But I feel like you already know this while you're like being like you're like very just in your element. It's almost giving like the Empress card, right? Where she is just sitting on her throne, not being bothered, full of love. Let me just turn off this glare real quick so you guys can see the cards. So yeah, it's like you're very not bothered, and this person is. So I don't know if you're the mature one. It's giving mature, right? It's giving because you also have the mature man in reverse. So it's giving the couple, the mom and dad. But yours is upright, theirs is in reverse. And like I said, it doesn't have to be gender roles, but whoever is the feminine one is doing better than the masculine. And honestly, she's probably just focused on her career and could be the wealthy one, or the mature man at this time that is not is doing bad at this time. They can be wealthy as well, but everything else in their lives is like, I don't know, maybe the relationship right now they have to put on hold because they're working on their career, or they need to do something in order to build this relationship. But I'm just getting that you guys are both on like solo paths at this time. I'm not seeing the togetherness in these cards, but they are definitely thinking about you. Okay. It's just, I don't know if any actions are going to be taken when it comes to building a relationship together. But we can definitely find out and extend it, which I am going to ask and dive in a little deeper. But for now, let me get your final advice for this spread here. Now, if you do want to know more, definitely go into my link and go to the extended. Let's see what is the advice to give to you guys for this situation for Pal 3. All right. What advice for Pal 3 do you have? Thank you. You got number 8, which is Seth. It's resentment. I don't know what happened between y'all, but it's resentment, okay? And like I said, somebody here is a Sagittarius. I don't know who. Bow and arrow. Bow and arrow, okay? The archer. So I'm just going to read number 8, which is Seth. Oh, mm, before I read this, mind you, I'm not very well versed in these cards. They're new. I literally just heard, I don't know what I'm tapping into. Somebody has so much resentment that they're letting a demon lead the way. Let me drink some water after that. And this is why y'all need to cleanse, do a spiritual cleanse. Because somebody has a lot of resentment and hurt and mad and whatever. Somebody's angry. I don't know if this is you. Is giving that the cards are pointing to you, but somebody need to let that ish go because they're letting negative entities build around them. Okay? So I advise you to get a white candle, clean your house, then take a shower or a bath, get some spiritual cleansing, and get that ish out of here. Okay? So let's get into number 8, Seth, resentment. It says Seth is the one who, out of jealousy, dismembered his brother Osiris. into 14 parts, scattering them into the now to prevent their resurrection. He is identified as an evil deity and a bringer of chaos, deserts, storms, and disorder. What the heck did I just say, y'all? Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. It says he is depicted with a human body and a head of an enigmatic. What is that? Enigmatic? Y'all know I can't pronounce stuff. Just bear with me. Animal with a long curved snout that resembles that of a okapi, whatever. It says, oh, that whatever that bird looking, deer looking thing. All right. It says, I know y'all cracking up right now. It says his name derives from a place established by God. Seth puts you on your guard. You may experience unexpected accidents, moments of restlessness or resentment, conflicts or instability in emotional or commercial relationships. Moderate any attacks of uncontrolled anger. Remember, never resort to revenge in your life. Okay, so that could be for you because I've seen that Nine of Wands earlier. That you wasn't trying to start nothing new or have any sexual experiences. You was keeping yourself guarded, and it mentions keeping yourself guarded in a sense. Also, the Nine of Wands is fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag. We have bow and arrow right here, so you could possibly be a fire sign. So I just want you guys to go after this. If you're not going to look at the extended, or even if you resonate with the extended, after you're done with the reading completely, I need you guys to clean your house, clean yourselves, and then spiritually clean your house and clean yourself. All right. There's many ways to do that. You can just look it up on YouTube and pray over your house, over yourselves, and you gotta let that anger go. So if this resonated, make sure you guys go on my link below and click the extended. And if I don't see you in an extended, I'll see you guys next time with your next reading. Bye.